Alright, gang, welcome back to our farm-based challenge here in Riverbend Springs. It is now February, and I'm pulling a log over here to put into the sawmill. We still have the sawmill on auto selling. It's going to probably stay that way for at least this month, possibly March as well. Prices still are pretty decent. But today is going to be a relatively light day, so we're going to see what we can get into to try to help find some things for us to do. We don't really have anything to harvest. We don't really have anything to do any kind of fertilizer or anything like that. So we're going to see what we can get into today. Hopefully we'll be able to find some kind of a contract or something to appease us for a little while. We've got a few caretaking. I guess caretaking does work. I wasn't really meaning caretaking, but I guess that does work in this instance. We got a few housekeeping items is really what I wanted to say that we have to take care of, one of which we're already doing, putting more wood over into the sawmill. So we got a lot of wood over there to get rid of, so we got to continue to work on that. Now, if you happen to not watch any of my other series, at least the last couple of episodes here, the last 2 episodes specifically, you may notice something a little bit different. I've been playing with the point of view, or the field of view, and just the graphical settings all around with the latest update. So I'm trying to fix it a little bit. I've been dealing with a little bit of a flickering issue in the game itself. Since the last update. So I started working with that a little bit, and it seems to have got rid of the flickering issue. However, we do still have some more probably finite work to do as far as this field of view goes. I think it looks a lot better. I think it actually performs better, and it definitely the graphics look better for the updates that I've made. But I think I can still play with it a little bit more, probably to make it a little bit more fine-tuned. So we'll continue to work on that over this next couple of episodes, I guess I should say. I made some minor changes on this episode from yesterday's episode. But I do think it looks a lot better. So we'll continue to work on that. Okay, so we've got the wood there. We've got the drill put back away because I did not put that away as I said I was going to do. So we're going to head down to our greenhouse. We're going to get the water filled up in the greenhouse. It needs a little bit of water. But other than that, that's the main things we have to do today, which doesn't sound like a lot. Now, there are a few other things that have occurred since the last episode. Specifically, I've been begging for a square baler to come out that's relatively inexpensive. And it did. $83,500. That is going to be a huge help for us. It's still pretty pricey, but it's not 164 or 171,000. So that's going to help us out a lot with our one of our goals there, right? That's going to really help push us in the right direction. So very happy about that. So we'll kind of be saving to try to get to that here very soon. Well, I just hucked that, and I forgot about that little tree branch there. We need to get that back up there as well. There's some other branches down here, as you can see, that we need to work on trying to get up as well, so maybe we'll do a little bit of that today, too. We'll see. Well, good job, Z. Way to go, buddy. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. We have some water in here, but I'm just going to go ahead and fill it up real quick. Because why not? Perfect. Now we need to give the tractor here a little bit of service, so we'll probably do that today as well. It's going to cost us a pretty penny. I suspect it's probably going to take a few trailer loads here to fill this thing up. Now we need to probably start working on trying to get another greenhouse down here as well. That'd probably be useful for us to have another one. I mentioned that before, right? I wanted to have probably 2 down here. A little bit of extra income every month for us. They're always going to be on auto selling. We're not really going to focus on them too much because the price doesn't really fluctuate too bad on the mushrooms here. So, let's see how much more water is it going to take. Well, it's full. There you go. All right, so we can go ahead and unhook that. Head back up to the yard here, and let's see if we have any contracts out here. We've got a couple. Just depends on which one we would like to do. All of these are very similar or very close to where we are, which is nice. They're not worth a ton of money, but, you know, they're not too far away, I guess I should say, right? Rock removal, wood transportation. I mean, I'd like to do the rock removal at some point. It just doesn't really seem worth it to have to utilize their equipment. You're really not making a whole lot of money off of that, so... wood transportation, not really loving any of that, so we'll probably do at least one, maybe two of those harvests and see how it goes. Let's take kind of makes me want to just take this one, the big one here, and just borrow the equipment. And then do all of them. Well, I can't do that one. But we could do the other two. Be about 10 grand we would get out of that. Might be worth it. Might be worth doing. So let me get this back up to the yard here, and I think we're going to go ahead and do that. I think, again, we'll just borrow the equipment. I don't really want to put any more wear and tear in our equipment if we can help it. And since today is a late day, we really don't have a whole lot we can do. All right, easy there, Byron. It might have been my fault, but we'll just gloss over that. I think doing some contracts might be the smart approach. Make us a little extra funny. 3,592, man, it's expensive. Whew. But we gotta repair it. It's the only tractor we got. We need it. I was hoping for some fertilizing contracts, if I'm honest with you. You guys know how much I love fertilizing, so. But that wasn't to be. So let's take on these contracts. I'm gonna borrow these items. And we'll accept this guy. And we'll accept this guy too. Okay. I will get all of this over to one of the fields, whichever one we decide to do. Matter of fact, it looks like we probably could have... we could have probably just utilized our own. It doesn't look like it's that big of a header. The way that it was seeming, I thought this was going to be a much bigger header, but it doesn't really seem that way, does it? Alright, well anyway, I'll get everything set up, hooked up. And I will meet you at one of the fields if I can get out of here without destroying the pallet. I'll meet you in one of the fields. All right, and we are underway. We just went ahead and did the big field here. Pull up the map there for a little bit higher for you. We're really close to the shop, so I figured might as well just go ahead and tackle the big one first. And then we can go to some of the other ones from there. Probably go this one, and then probably to 16, and then probably to 56. They're flashing with red circles around them, if you can see that. I'm sure you can. I don't know exactly where we're going to be taking the harvest for this field, but I will figure that out here briefly. There's, looks like 2 spots. Nope, there's 3 spots. So who knows which one we're going to. Sorghum in this field. It's not the greatest field. It's pretty weeded up, as you can tell. That's alright, we'll still do some solid work here. I feel like I've been doing a whole lot of harvesting lately on all the different series. And it's true, we have been. It's just time for the harvest. Well, this one, really more than anything, it's time for the contracts, but you get what I mean. Go around the headland here like we typically would do. I don't have the steering assist or anything on. We'll probably turn it on once we get to your traditional up and downs, but I'll go around the outside loop here. once, possibly twice. It's a nice sunny day today. There's really nothing major in the forecast to be worried about. Sunny all the way up until 3 o'clock, and then it gets a little cloudy. Part of me was hoping and praying that the square baler would have popped up out here. There's a roller, but and a nice header, 13.7 meter width. That's a nice header, but it did not do so. So we'll just make do with what we got. Now, we're not going to be able to, as far as the hay bale, straw bale, whatever it is we decide to do with that baler, we're not going to be able to do probably the entire thing with our own bales. I've kind of come to the conclusion here that that's probably not going to happen. But as long as we can do some of it with our own bales, I'll be happy to purchase the rest of them. That does not bother me. Really, right now, what we're doing is kind of playing the waiting game, right? We're waiting for, well, quick save here. Of course, it's always saves right when I'm in the middle of a conversation trying to tell you something. Always, never fails. Really, we're kind of waiting for this field, you know, to be ready to harvest. Once we're able to harvest some of these fields again, we should be back in better shape again. We'll probably be close to 200,000 when it's time to sell them, at least. When we harvest them, it may not be the best time to sell it, which, well, it's not even may not be. It will not be the best time to sell them. So we'll probably store them, hold on to them. We do have a little bit of crop in our silo. It's not a ton. It's not going to be game-changing amount of money like that cornfield will be when it's time to harvest that. But still, it will give us a little bit of profit here in the next couple of months, which is nice. Probably spend a little bit of time here towards the end of the episode working a little bit more on the overflow lot, as I'm going to call it, the parking lot, the overflow parking lot. Put down some gravel on the other side. Be very spotty, I think, with the gravel on the other side. We want it to kind of seem like it's not used very often, only on very busy days or like the weekends, probably. So we'll work on that. Maybe put up some more signs and stuff, potentially. I don't know yet. Some more stuff has been recently coming out on Mod Hub. We're still kind of looking for, hopefully, a few more decoration type of items that we can put into the farm maze. Nothing really that's come out recently. I didn't think it really made a whole lot of sense to put in the farm maze, so we haven't been doing that, and that's the reason why. But we're hoping for at least two more items that'll come out in Mod Hub soon, hopefully, that we'll be able to throw in there. And then the rest of it will probably be actual real equipment that we put in there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn on the steering assist now. There's a little bit over there that I missed. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up here in just a second. I don't want to miss anything. I want to try to get as much as we can because that's going to be extra profit for us, right? We're going to have to unload here pretty soon. We're getting full, 72% at current. This is a big field. So realistically, the bonus amount we should get out of this should be pretty decent. It'd probably be $5,000 to $6,000 extra on top of, you know, the actual harvest itself, right? Now, I recently, and I think I said it in Friday's episode, I think. I'm going to mention it briefly here. The Time-Lapse Millionaire series is going to be restarted. Not that anything that I wasn't really specifically happy with it or anything like that. It was fine. But I really think if I was going to run that series, which I'm going to, right, as a bonus thank you to all of you, it'll just come out every once in a while, once a week. Maybe sometimes it might only be once every 2 weeks. Who knows? It really depends on my time. But just going to be kind of a bonus thing for you. And I'm going to run it on one of the new maps. I'm not sure which one yet. I don't know if it'll be the state up north or if it'll be Calmston Farms. I don't know yet. But one of those I'm going to run it on more than likely. I just want to change it up. I want to have a different map for that series. I don't want to keep running it on the same map. I feel like these 3 maps are getting... Well, I say these 3. There's technically... Before those 2 maps came out, there was technically 4, because you got New Frontier as well, but it's not really a New Frontier type of series by any means. Okay. I guess they just want me to go the traditional up and downs here. There's no more headland passes, and that's fine. I'll just turn it around again. But what I was trying to say is I just wanted to change it up and give it a different feel, a different view. So I'm going to remove those 2 episodes I did do. I don't know, that might hurt the channel, I don't know, probably will, but the channel was already hurt anyway when I missed so many days with being sick and out of the, you know, out of town, right? So, it is what it is. So we're going to restart that series. So look for the first one of that. I don't know for sure if it'll be this weekend or not. If it's not this weekend, it'll be next week or weekend at some point that it'll be restarted. I will start the series like I normally do, give you 5-minute, you know, talk. I'll probably talk about the reason why I restarted it, and then we'll go from there, and it'll just be a time lapse from that point forward. Right or wrong, whether you agree or disagree with that, that's what I've decided to do. So that'll be fun to get a new map going on the channel. I didn't even utilize the header trailer. I mean, if there's a car that comes, yeah, I'm going to run into it, but where I needed to go for now, it really wasn't that big of a deal. I can bring it over there when we go to the other ones, because the other ones are a little bit further away, so it probably will be needed. But this one, it's so close that it really didn't even, in my opinion, make a whole lot of sense. Because I literally just drive over here, across the street here, and take this little side road. I'm gonna cut it off here for a second. Right down this way, and I mean, we kind of run right into it, so it just didn't seem to make a whole lot of sense to me to spend the whole time doing that when I could just drive it down here without any issues whatsoever. So I don't think, from what I can tell, I don't think this trailer is going to be able to hold the entire field here. It's a pretty big field we're harvesting here. But I've been wrong before. So let's carry on here, gang. We're gonna get to work getting this field done, and we'll see how long it takes. We might even do another field in the same time lapse. Who knows? But we're gonna get to work on it, and we'll see where we get to. Okay, this field's all done. It was a nice long time-lapse, gang. But it's good. It was really good. We were able to fit all of it in here, so I have no concerns at all now with the rest of the fields because they are much smaller than this one. Now, where are we taking this? That is the question. I do not know. Come on, save. Hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. We are taking this one, actually, just right around the corner. Okay, so not far at all. Nice. Guess I should put the beacons on. Would be the logical thing to do. Wasn't really planning or wanting to do an episode of just a bunch of contracts, but we're not skipping any months, so it is what it is. That's what we gotta do. Contracts it is. Try to make us some extra money so we can hopefully buy another field for the bales. Now, realistically, what we should probably be doing, or thinking about doing, is more than the straw. We should probably go for hay or grass bales, either one, whatever. So we probably should buy a grass field. Now, there are some smaller grass fields near us. We've looked at them once or twice before. That's probably the way we should be going. Oh, nice. We got 9,346 extra out of that. That is fantastic. I love that. So we're going to continue to utilize this rented equipment for the rest. I'm going to go... I think we're going to go to field 16. Yeah, let's go to field 16. I will meet you at field 16. Probably won't do another time lapse, but we'll do a little bit of talking on each of these harvests, and then probably just a jump cut. All right, we're underway here, gang. I've made a little bit of progress. I actually took a bit of a cheeky shortcut. You can see the tire tracks up there on the hill. It was just a grass hill. There was nothing on it. I was like, I'm just going to cut across the hill. I bet I can do it. Save ourselves a few seconds instead of going through the city, which could have been a bit of a mess, since I still am not utilizing that header trailer at all. So, took a shortcut and saved myself a little bit of time. So we're underway. It's a soybean field. Soybeans are not going to be great to sell right now, unfortunately, but we'll still get a little bit of extra income out of it, so that's okay. Now, I don't know where this one's going. This one is going, okay, just up the street a little ways, so that's good. The other one finishes at pretty much where our farmyard is. So that works out well. So lately, as in lately, I mean the member video that I did, my members get access to an extra video every month that's only for them, a specific members-only series, or in this case, it was a members-only walkthrough, talk-through, brain dump, however you want to explain it or call it, trying to kind of sort out the next challenge we do. Now, the next challenge we do will likely be taking the place of this series specifically. Reason for that is that we are, even though we're probably 10 episodes, 15 episodes away from completing it, we are close on this one to finishing this series. So I like to try to sort it out and plan it out early, and one of the perks my members get is they get access to where my brain's at, what I'm thinking, how I'm working through stuff early. And with that, January's member appreciation video was me talking through what the next challenge is going to be. So why am I telling you that? Well, if you happen, a little shameless plug for myself real quick, if you happen to be interested in that, and if you want to see videos like this one and all the other series early, there's a link in the description for you to become a member if you want to join up and be a part of the gang. If not, don't worry about it. No big deal. Just ignore everything I just said, if you don't care about that. So this field, again, is weeded up, so both fields we've harvested so far have not been really the best yielding fields due to the weeds, but, you know, it's still a decent-sized field. I like this field a lot. I believe This is where originally Crestu had started his series on Riverbend Springs, and then he decided to reboot it. I believe it was up there, on that hillside up there. I'm almost positive that's where it was. Really haven't spent a whole lot of time in this quadrant of the map. I basically saw, when I started this series, I saw the farm maze that was on the map, and I was like, oh man, please let me be able to do something with it. Please let it not just be like a static decoration or anything. And as soon as that was the case, I was like, this is perfect. We're going to bump this farm maze challenge up, and we're going to do that now. So I really didn't spend a whole lot of time looking at the rest of the map. I really like this map. This is by far my favorite map on FS25 that came out of the box. I'm hoping for some decent maps in the DLC stuff. I do have the first year season pass included with when I purchased FS25, so I'm hoping the map they come out with, which typically is at the end of the year, is a good one. I feel like FS22's maps they came out were just so-so. I feel like they could have did a better job with some of the maps. I feel like this one, they did a fantastic job on it. So they can make something similar to this, maybe from a European perspective, I'd be pretty happy with it. I don't really hate the Hunten Pantai one. I don't. I actually like that one a lot. But I would like a better European map. Even better than that, I would love to see like a Scandinavian map. Like Norway, Finland, Sweden, something like that. I think that would be cool. I also think like an Argentinian type of map would be really cool to see. But just, you know, something that has a lot of detail to it and a lot of different buildings and a lot of different areas like this. This is kind of what I'm looking for. This is what I like in a map. If and only if I'm doing a challenge series where it's not like a survival challenge, right? Something like this. Or like the triple threat challenge, right? I do think there is a collectible up there, which I think we're going to go ahead and pick up here in just a second. I think it's there. I think it's in that building. I could be wrong. Now that I said that, I'm rethinking my statement, but I think it is up there. So we'll probably pick that up. Extra little bit of money. Because again, just like in every other series, the exception of a couple where it's banned, you know, we're not going out of our way to look for collectibles, but if we happen to be in an area, and I know where one is, for example, this map, I know where most of them are now. Okay, why are we going like that? I don't want to go like that. You know, if we happen to be in that area, then we'll pick it up, right? Okay, we're going at an angle for some reason. I don't know why we're doing that. I'm just going to back up and go back to the other side, I guess. I don't really want to do that angle. That's going to take us longer to harvest this field. Doesn't make any sense to me. So let's continue doing this. Alright, we're almost done with this field, gang, which is great. It all fit in the harvester no problem whatsoever. We still have plenty of room. So we'll unload this. While we're unloading this, I think I'm going to jump up there and grab that collectible, if it is indeed the collectible I think it is. Which I'm pretty positive it is. Never go out of the way for your collectibles when you're doing a challenge and you want to allow them. I would never do that. That's just cheating in my opinion. But if we happen to be in the range of it, man, I went up that ladder so fast. All right, there we go. Look how fast I went up that ladder. That was crazy. Alright, we are full, so we need to go take this to the selling point, which I think, yeah, there's a road out here, so let's just try to take a bit of a shortcut here. We've been doing a shortcut already, we might as well just continue on our shortcut ways. Back out here to this road, hang a right, and then it'll be up there on the left. I'm going to leave the map on for right now. I like this area right here. We have done very little in this area. We've been over here once before. We did a contract over here once before, but if I had to, you know, redo this map, and maybe we will in the future, but if I had to redo this map and do another challenge on it that wasn't a farm-based specific, I would probably pick this area up in here. I really like it. I don't really have any specific reasoning to explain to you why I like it, but I do like it, so... Okay, here we go. Alright, let's see what we get out of this. Should be pretty decent. Actually, it was not good at all. Oh my goodness. $2,000? That's it! That's all we got! Brutal! Alright, I'm going to go to Field 56 with both the tractor here and with the harvester. I will meet you at Field 56. And we are underway, gang. Now, this is a very small field, so this is going to take us no time at all to complete this one. Turn the beacons off. I don't need those on anymore. Also get rid of the map. Alright. This is a nice view down here. It's got a nice view of the river here. Little open area here. No trees or anything. It's nice. Like that a lot. Again, another very weeded up field. I don't know what is going on with these neighbors of ours and the map here who do not take care of their weeds in their fields, but they are losing out on yield. But I guess if they're having me do the contract for them, they probably don't care that much. Yeah, this is just a couple of passes and we're done here with this one, gang. So let me finish it off here. We'll unload it and we'll take it up there and sell it and make some money. I'm also going to bump up the amount of money we make every month based off of ticket sales for our farm maze. Not a ton, just maybe a couple extra hundred or maybe 1,000 more. I don't know, something like that. Since we now actually put down a legitimate parking area and we've got a lot more stuff that we've added to it, I would suspect that we're going to be utilizing a little bit more marketing skills to make us a little bit more money. So we're going to bump that up a little bit. Won't really be a game-changing amount. It won't change a whole lot of anything, but it will give us a few extra $1,000 every month, so we'll take that. So I'll bump it up a little bit and finish this field off, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, that field's all harvested up. I got everything in here, so now it's just a matter of us taking it up here to the farmer's market, which is basically the extension of our yard. And we actually have enough now where we could buy a grass field. One of the grass fields we've looked at many times. We still would require a mower, and then obviously we need that baler. So we're nowhere near the amount of money we need for all of that to happen and to be accomplished, but we could at least buy the field today if we want to. Extra 1,140 bucks out of that. That's not terrible. Let's do a quick save, obviously. Auto save. It's not even me saving the game. There are more harvesting contracts we can do. Again, I don't think it's... There's only one, really, that we could do with the actual equipment we have right now. I'm not too concerned about that. So let's just go ahead and turn these in. Let's make some money. Nice. We are up to $52,663. That is awesome. I love that. Can I pick this up? Yes, I can. Good. Let's get this out of the way. I must have dragged this all the way up here somehow from down there on our other field that has the greenhouse where all the wood and everything was. They just accepted both of those. Okay. Wow. Awesome. Eggs are getting there, but again, still not quite where we need to be yet. We do have 30 animals now, though, so that's nice. Their food, they've got 4,000 liters. Not too concerned with that either. There should be plenty in there. So that's good. So, let's see. Is there anything out here? There's a lime and fertilizer spreader. I mean, that's potential, I guess. We could potentially get that. But, really, these are the fields I'm talking about. So this one we could easily buy. It's 224. We can go here and look at it. It does have a few trees on it that we could potentially get rid of. However, we would not be able to get rid of the stumps, so it really wouldn't make that big of a difference to us, I don't think. It's not a very big field, but it is a grass field nonetheless. There's also this one, which is a little bit bigger. Probably the one we should really go for, I think. Because we could try to, well, I guess it's on a pretty severe hill. Maybe we can't. I was going to say we could try to expand it a little bit. It does have some hail damage to it, which is a little unfortunate, but it's just grass, so it will grow back, so it's not too big of a deal. I think we actually have enough to buy that today, too. No, we do not. We do not. It actually comes across over where I was, further than what I was thinking. So we actually own this section, too, I guess? Or this section. It's this section. Okay. Well, we can't afford it yet, but we will be able to afford it very soon. So we're going to leave the episode here, I think, gang. Actually, you know what? We got to do one more thing. I told you I was going to do one more thing, and I almost forgot. I said we were going to put some gravel down. So let's put some gravel down over here in our little... Man, I've got to change that. I worked on the zoom in and zoom out speed, and that is insane. That is way too fast. Holy moly. So I think somewhere around in here... I think that's decent. Now, when we start putting lines and stuff in and maybe some curbs and stuff, that will help out a lot, I think. But for now, I think that's sufficient enough. For whatever reason, I can't do that one. I don't know why. That's weird. Now I can. Just had to turn off the restriction area off. Okay, good. All right, so gang, we're going to leave the episode there. I hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button if you did. It's absolutely free to do, and it helps me out more than you could possibly imagine, and I appreciate each and every single one of those. Consider becoming a member. Links in the below in the description. Check my other channel out. All of that good stuff. Let me know down below your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next episode.